Good afternoon. I'd like to welcome you to our Mini Academy graduation and promotion ceremony this afternoon. Can I have everyone stand for the posting of our colors? If I could have Officer Sean Moore come forward for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Chaplain Lance, come forward for the invocation.
Let us pray. God, we come to you today to thank you for all our blessings. Be with us this afternoon as we swear in these individuals with new responsibilities of leadership and authority within the Lakeland Police Department. Give them the blessings of your wisdom to always know and do what's right, and to guide their actions with mercy and justice. Help them be people of honor and dignity in all that they do. Give them guidance while they lead others, and help them to always keep in mind the oath of service which they're going to agree to uphold as officers of the law and public servants. Give them patience and strength and the ability to overcome those who seek to harm the weak and the defenseless. Help them to enforce the law without prejudice. Give them courage to take them where others will not go. Give them strength of body to protect and strength of spirit to be good leaders. Give them concern for others who trust them and compassion for those who need them. Through it all, remain at their side. Be with our families and always help us to stay focused on your will in our lives. It is in your name I pray. Amen.
Amen. You have a seat. Again, I'd like to welcome everybody. My name is Captain Steve Walker, and I'll be your host this evening. I'd like to identify a couple of our city leaders who are here with today. We have the Mayor, Mr. Wiggs. We have Commissioner Phil Walker, just walked in the door. Commissioner Selvage. We have City Manager, Tony Delgado. And Assistant City Manager, Sean Strauss. And then from our staff, Chief Larry Giddens, Assistant Chief Mike Lane, Assistant Chief Victor White, Assistant Chief Rudy Garcia, our Communications Center Manager, Bill LePere, Captain Hans Lehman, and Captain Rick Taylor. So again, welcome to everyone. And if I have the Chief come forward, we'll start swearing in our officers. Our first officer today will be Alonzo Gay. Paying his badge will be his wife, Thomasina. Please come forward. And Matt, I'm sorry. All right.
Is he got a pen?
Alonzo was born and raised in Plant City, Florida. He graduated from Plant City High School in 1994 and continued his education, earning an AS degree in electronic engineering from ITT Tech in 1998. He worked in the engineering field for 8 years. In 2008, Alonzo began his career in the criminal justice system as a civilian for 1 year, and in 2009 became dual certified as a detention and law enforcement officer with the Polk County Sheriff's Office. Alonzo worked as a detention deputy for 2 years and as deputy sheriff for approximately 5 years. Alonzo is married to his wife, Thomasina, for 12 years, and they have 3 handsome sons and 2 grandsons. And his son, Maximus, been his dad.
This is my little man, Alonzo Maximus Leonidas.
to pin my badge and stab me in the chest a little bit. That's my lovely white Thomasina.
If I could have Antoine Jefferson come forward. Can he get his badge? Will be legit. Send that right.
Yes.
Anton was born in Brooklyn, New York, and spent the majority of his childhood growing up in Brooklyn. He then moved with his mother and sister to Raleigh, North Carolina, where he and his sister gained an outstanding and supportive stepfather. Anton later moved to Miami, Florida, to pursue a college degree. He earned an associate degree in culinary and a bachelor's degree in food management from Johnson Wales University. While in college, Anton enlisted in the United States Air Force Reserves and also pledged Phi Beta Sigma, all while working in the restaurant and hotel industry. After a 4-year contract, Antoine received an honorable discharge from the Air Force and moved to Lakeland, Florida to be closer to his family. In 2013, Antoine was the United States Army Reserves as a military policeman. While serving in the military, Antoine quickly realized his true passion and calling was to protect and serve, so he decided to pursue a career in law enforcement. Antoine was hired by the Bartow Police Department where he worked for 2.5 years. In 2015, Antoine became the proud father of a healthy and beautiful baby girl named Zoe Marie Jefferson. He's tried to follow in his grandfather's footsteps. He retired after 25 years with NYPD. His uncle, who was a Hillsborough County deputy, and his uncle who also worked with the Lakeland Police Department. His aspirations and goals are to join the SWAT team and street crimes unit, and last to retire from LPD as a canine handler, while proudly continuing to serve and retire from the U.S. Army Reserves. Anton is supported by his family and girlfriend.
Zoe, the ones that's been crying the whole time. My girlfriend was there, my mom right here running. It's my dad right there, Tony, my uncle right there, through many. He's the one who works for Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office deputy, and my girlfriend's sister right here, Marissa.
If I could have Sean Walker come forward, and his girlfriend Ginger will finish his badge today. Sean grew up in Clearwater, Florida with his brother, Christopher Mulder, and his parents, Richard and Christine Santera. He attended Palm Beach State College, Florida Atlantic University in Boca Raton. While attending college, he worked as a dive boat captain and a scuba instructor in Pompano Beach. In 2012, he enrolled at part-time Night Police Academy. In 2014, Sean moved to Lakeland, Florida, to begin his career as a police officer at the Haines City Police Department. He was employed with the Haines City Police Department for just over 2 years. Started his career with Lakeland Police Department on August 8, 2016.
My girlfriend Ginger and my mother back there, Christine.
I can have Bill here come forward.
Thank you. All right, Susan, you ready? Come on up. Thank you, front and center. Chief, on behalf of the communications specialists that work upstairs in our 911 communications center, we want to thank you for the opportunity to recognize the promotion of Susan to the position of emergency communications shift supervisor. Susan is a native Lakelander, born a few years ago, raised in Lakeland, and graduated from Lake Gibson High School. She's working on her Associate of Arts in Business degree. She previously worked at Geico Insurance Company as an insurance adjuster, or claims adjuster. And in 2003, she started her career with the Lakeland Police Department in our Emergency Communications Center. During her career here, she has served as both a communications training officer and a step-up supervisor. Susan is like a lot of folks that work in the communication, well, all the folks that work in the communications center. They have a deep drive and desire to help others, for they are truly our first responders. And through her job at LPD, she's been able to do that. I shudder over to think about over the years that she's been up there, how many lives she has touched by the simple words, 911, where's your emergency? Susan and Eric have a daughter, Casey, 10 years old. Thanks for coming. And Susan claims during her vacation time, although she doesn't take a lot of it because it seems like she's always working with it, she enjoys traveling and spending time with her family. Now that's the official bio that she gave. Let me tell you the real deal. As law enforcement officers in here, you all know that when it hits the fan and you're going into a hot zone, that there's a special group of folks that you want to have by your side. Because when it gets hot and heavy, you need to know who's next to you in the fight. And I will tell you that Susan is one of the rare individuals up there who thrives on making sure that she is on the radio when you're going into a hot call. And there is nobody else better at what she does in that area than Susan. She is one of those that has your back when you're in foot pursuit. She's one of those who has your back when you're in a vehicle pursuit. She has your back when you don't know what you're going into and we can't give you any more information than what you've got. And she does the same thing for the firefighters too, who are going into harm's way, whether it's a burning building or a hazardous material situation or a medical call, and we don't know anything else other than the patient needs help. And so, Susan, I certainly appreciate the dedication that you have given to the citizens of our community, to the officers and firefighters here. We are fortunate to have somebody of her caliber who's willing to not only hold herself to that level of professionalism, but all of her shift mates as well, and the folks that are sitting next to you. So, congratulations on your promotion.
He made me cry. This is my daughter Casey Staten, and this is Eric Staten. I love what I do here. That's obviously why I strive to be what I am. And thank you for everybody for supporting me this year.
If I can have Assistant Finance Director Deidre Joseph come forward for the oath of office, and y'all stand, please.
Please raise your right hand. I do solemnly swear or affirm that I am a citizen of the United States and a resident and have my domicile within the state of Florida and have all the qualifications as required by the charter for the office upon which I am about to enter, and that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the state of Florida and the ordinances of the city of Lakeland, and that I will faithfully perform the duties of the office upon which I am now about to enter, so help me God.
And if I could have Officer Alton Jefferson come forward, read the code of ethics. Have all honorably retired and current law enforcement stand.
As a law enforcement officer, my fundamental duty is to serve the community, to safeguard lives and property, to protect the innocent against deception, the weak against oppression or intimidation, the peaceful against violence or disorder, and to respect the constitutional rights of all to liberty, equality, and justice. I will keep my private life assault as an example to all and will behave in a manner that does not bring discredit to me or to my agency. I will maintain courage, calm in the face of danger, scorn, or ridicule, develop self-restraint, and be constantly mindful of the welfare of others, honest in thought and deed, both in my personal and official life. I will be exemplary in obeying the law of the regulations of my department. Whatever I see or hear of a confidential nature or that is confined to me in my official capacity will be kept ever secret unless revelation is necessary in the performance of my duty. I will never act obviously or permit personal feelings, prejudice, potential beliefs, friendship to influence my decision. With no compromise for crime and with relentless prosecution of criminals, I will enforce the law correctly and properly without fear or favor, malice or ill will, never employing unnecessary force or violence, and never accepting gratitude. I will recognize the badge of my office as a symbol of public faith, and I accept it as a public trust to be held so long as I am true to the ethics of police service. I will never engage in acts or corruption or brutally, nor will I condone such acts by other police officers. I will cooperate with all legally authorized agencies and their representatives in pursuit of justice. I know that I alone am responsible for my own standards of professional performance. I will take every responsible opportunity to enhance and improve my level of knowledge and competence. I will constantly strive to achieve these objectives and ideals, dictating myself before God to my chosen profession, law enforcement.
You see it. And if I could have Susan Stanton come forward, read the civilian code of ethics.
Can all the civilians please stand?
Be a law enforcement.
Law enforcement. As an employee of the Lakeland Police Department, I regard myself as a member of an important and honorable profession. I will strive to keep myself in the best physical and mental condition at all times. I will perform my duties with efficiency to the best of my ability. I will be truthful at all times. My conduct and performance of duties will be accomplished in an honest manner and in compliance with the laws, local, state, and country. I will keep secret unless revelation is necessary in the performance of my duty, whatever I hear or see of a confidential nature that is confided to me in my official capacity. I will not, in the performance of my duties, work for unethical advantage or personal profit. I will recognize at all times I am a public safety employee and that ultimately I am responsible to the public. I will strive to give the most efficient and impartial service of which I am capable at all times. I will be courteous in all my contacts at all times. I will regard my fellow employees with equality, dignity, and respect. I will be loyal to my fellow employees, my superiors, and my agency. I will accept responsibility for my actions, and I will strive to perform my duties and conduct myself in a manner that will reflect honor on my fellow employees, my agency, and myself.
If I could have Martha Gay come forward for class comments.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Our class comments. We want to thank the city of Lakeland and all the officials. We want to thank Chief Giddens and all the officials of the Lakeland Police Department for having us. Whew. Our training and experience in this mini academy has been second to none. We want to thank Sergeant Brian the Beast McNabb for putting us through PT that almost made me pass out a couple of times. It was good stuff. Everything that he required of us to do, he did it himself. And that showed us great teamwork and leadership that would stand with us in the tasks that they asked us to do. So we thank you. We want to thank Mr. Officer Alex Zungle for being such a great coordinator. He handled himself as a professional. He was our first line of contact and supervision, and we thank you. Our scenarios brought to light some strengths and weaknesses, and the scenario bases were second to none. They're very realistic. We haven't experienced any kind of training. We are all three of private law enforcement, but the training that we received in the scenarios is second to none. And we really do appreciate it. Simulations. It's generally self-correcting. I have some battle scars myself that remind me of what not to do, but it was great. This whole experience and the people that we came in contact with really truly feel like family, and we do thank everybody for the love and support in our endeavors to continue to serve this city. Thank you.
I have Chief Gibbs come forward for closing comments.
Good afternoon. You know, I was touched by what Alonzo talked about because he said some things that reinforce that we're doing the right thing here at the Lakeland Police Department. And that's because we have such strong support. We have city commissioners here, we have the mayor, we have our city staff here, and every time that we have a graduation or promotion ceremony, we always have great support from our city government. And that allows us to do a better job to serve the citizens in our community. I told these guys earlier today that And Susan, you know this, so I'm going to talk about it a little bit about everybody, but we're a family here at the Lakeland Police Department. And there's never been a time in our society that we need police officers and communication specialists more than we do now. They play an integral role in society about standing in that gap. And I told these guys about that. They step in the gap between good and bad, between evil and good. And they do. And we don't have the problems in the city of Lakeland and in Polk County that we see happening in other parts of the country because of our community and the support that we get from the community. But it's also because of our officers and the job that they do every day. Whether that's an emergency communication specialist sitting there for hours on end in a room, dispatching call after call after call, or taking 911 calls, or the officers out on the street being professionals as they respond to the calls of service. And as I said earlier today, when they kiss their loved ones goodbye in the morning or at night, they don't know if that will not be the last time that they'll see them. So first I want to tell you, thank you for allowing these gentlemen, and of course Susan, to remain a member of our family. And now you're members of the family too. I'm going to ask that you stand by them, because there's going to be days when they show up, and they're not going to want to talk about what happened on the shift, or maybe what happened in the room in communications. But they need to have the rock to lean on, and that's their families. They're going to need for you to listen to them. They're going to need for you to stand by them. And I'm going to ask these guys, and Susan, please open up and talk about these things. Long past are the days when we just keep everything inside and then it manifests in other ways. We're going to ask you to open up. As I told you, I can't be prouder than each and every one of you. Thank you for becoming members of the Lakeland Police Department family. I think that you're going to find that we are second to none in all areas. And I told you that we're building something that we all want to be proud of. We stand on the shoulders of those that have come before us, and we want to do them honor. And gentlemen and young lady, I expect no less than your best. No less than your best. And I will be wrong if I don't give you that myself. I'm going to ask for everybody to enjoy some fellowship with some beverages and LaShonda Luster's favorite red velvet cake. So as I draw this to a close, thank you so very much for coming out and enjoying this day with us. And I would ask you to join us in fellowship. Have a great afternoon.